our undergraduate delegate this year. So coming to RIT from her home in Dhaka, Bangladesh, she's made a tremendous impact on the RIT community. She served as a residential advisor for Computer Science House, worked as a teaching assistant and student ambassador in our iSchool, and was a founding member of the RIT chapter of the Google Developer Student Club. During Women in Computing's WCHACS Hackathon, she built a project that would become Privacy, Bangladesh's first cyber safety startup. Privacy connects cybercrime victims to professional legal and wellness services. With support from local and international companies, she organized a Privacy Hacks in 2020, Bangladesh's first all-female virtual hackathon to create employment and educational opportunities for women in STEM during the pandemic. She's done co-ops at Wegmans, Constellation Brands, and Microsoft, where she was a program manager intern. Following graduation, Nuzhat is relocating to Redmond, Washington to work at the Microsoft headquarters and as a product manager on the Azure Developer Experience team within the developer division, Cloud plus AI. Simultaneously, she will continue to work on her cyber safety startup, Privacy.
Fellow graduates, not like I haven't asked for enough help with homework already for the past 5 years, today I need your help to overcome my fear of moving on and stepping into the real world. In the next 5 minutes, I'd like you to remember and relive how any of us even got here today. I'll go first. Sitting in Bangladesh, where I was born and raised, a country the size of New York State, I searched for the top 10 computer science colleges in New York. When I committed to RIT, I thought I would be near my culture and food in New York City without really researching or knowing exactly where Rochester is. So I caught a flight alone and 7,000 miles away from home because I was determined to learn everything about technology that I intended to use to help developing communities like my own. So similar to most of you here, during my first semester, I was enrolled in the introductory Python programming course. With absolutely zero coding experience and a very steep learning curve of the American education system, I ended up failing that course. I simply couldn't relate my classroom lessons of a Python turtle moving around my screen to my ultimate goal of using tech for social impact. I stressed over endless error messages that the command line interface threw at me in the tiniest font, and I lost sleep over the bugs on VS Code, and so I failed CS1 again. Today, 3 internships, 4 years of classes, and a 5-hour interview later, I'm a product manager at Microsoft's developer division. That's right, the AI hasn't replaced me. Yet. What that means is that I work at the same division as the creators and innovators of many programming languages and frameworks, including, you guessed it, Python. I get to collaborate with the VS Code team, get mentored by the C# folks, investigate user journeys of command line interfaces, and improve crowd developer experience. None of this feels real to me, but I like to believe that we've all made it here today because we sought help in our journey. On many occasions, we received that help from ourselves or from our loved ones without even having to ask. When I couldn't pursue tech in a country with limited resources and an unsafe environment for women like me, my family, my uncle who's here today, my parents, they all made unparalleled, selfless sacrifices for me to have access to world-class education here at RIT. My parents, who dropped me off to school every day for 16 years, couldn't imagine letting me take on a strange new country all by myself. But they were continuously reassured by the support I received here. When I couldn't deal with the brutal Rochester cold, Professor Julie Johannes hand-knit me a scarf during my first snow ever. When I couldn't view CS as a way of creating people-centric solutions, the iSchool department accepted me to CIT, a major that taught me people-facing disciplines within computing that aligned perfectly with my ambitions. When the pandemic hit, I was faced with one crisis after the other. I couldn't see my family for over 3 years. But I had members of the RIT family and the community pull me through. International Student Services, the GCCIS Dean's Office, Professor Stephen Cady, and the Center for Residence Life, who connected me to additional opportunities and displayed generosity beyond my comprehension. So thank you. When I didn't have any technical work experience, RIT Women in Computing Hackathon and university-wide career fair landed me a job at Wegmans, where I was taught how to apply my newfound coding skills as a software developer. When I didn't know which career path to step into after graduation, my team at Constellation Brands during my co-op mentored me towards everything I know in the product innovation field today. So thank you to RIT GCCIS, our families and friends, for creating an environment that facilitated empathy, collaboration, support, and knowledge sharing. Most importantly, for preparing us to overcome any fear by showing us that it's okay to ask for help. Now, I'm far less afraid of failing, moving on from college life, and stepping into the world to face the vast unknown that awaits. While this degree proves that we've mastered the art of asking for help, I know that this degree also marks our ability to begin helping others. I can't wait to see the impact you'll have on this world, be it in your immediate surroundings or greater communities. Congratulations, class of 2023.